Hi. I'm just getting a bunch of things organized here because it's spring. It's spring. It is spring. But the day is winding down and it's going to be time for animal dinners very soon. So I'm going to make a quick video here before I have to go and tend to all of those little hungry buggers. So yeah, this is my area in front of the sunniest window in the house where I germinate everything, and I'll be putting out a heat mat so that the seedlings will stay warm, the dirt will stay warm, and I'll be using a couple of different things. These I got last year, and I made a video. If you remember, I have 7 of these, and they're like very heavy-duty plastic, and they come with the bottom tray that snaps on so it catches any excess water that goes through, and it also has a little place right there that you could put the spout of a watering can and water from the bottom. Those holes in the bottom of the trough. What do you call this? Window box? Yeah, still dirty from last year. Didn't quite get to the point of washing them all out, but just gonna have dirt put in it again anyway. So I'll be using those. I have 7 of them over here, and those are the ones that I'll have some herbs and some greens. I'm just gonna put this up top. Up top, as I tell Miss Abby. Top. So yeah, I have my double decker. There's actually a big table on top here. I can't see the legs, but I have a table on top of a table so I can have more space for germinating. And I have a couple of very nice grow lights that are coming that will snap onto the table. It's a set of 2, so I'll have one from either side, so everything will get coverage. And I won't have to worry so much about when we actually get the sun. I don't know if you can see out the window, but back there's a very large bush on the other side of the porch, and unfortunately it shades this window until late in the morning, so that's not ideal. But with the grow lights we can make up for it, because then we can leave grow lights off when the sun is shining, which is most of the day after that. I have a kitty by my feet under the table. I have a cover on the table, and it goes to the floor so I can hide a few things underneath there. And the cats love it. But soon, as soon as I have this set, I'll be closing in my Chinese screens that have the tapestries hanging over them, and this whole area will be protected. Fingers crossed for me. So, yeah. First thing I was going to show you is this bag of organic potatoes. I love this crinkly packaging. So, of course, that's a plus. Paper bags. Paper bags are the greatest because they are compostable, biodegradable. So let's go back to the garden. So I do eat these a lot. These are the beautiful gold potatoes, and they're very nice quality, a nice light flavor. Very soft inside, and I've been leaving these so that they would start to grow the eyes, because these are going to be the potatoes that grow my potatoes. Well, at least some of them, because I've been learning about potatoes, and I realize I did plant a few of these last year, but I didn't realize that these are determinate potatoes. So it's like tomatoes. They have determinate and indeterminate. And the determinate, you can bury just below the surface a couple of inches and cover it up, and then the plant grows. And then the tubers form under the surface on one level, a bunch of potatoes. But the other type, the russet potatoes, which are like the ones you like to bake or make french fries with, that are kind of fluffy when they're cooked on the inside, those are indeterminate. And those you bury way down at the bottom of the bag of dirt, if you grow them in the bags, which that's what I want to do. And then as that plant grows up, you bury everything but 2 inches of that plant with dirt. So you hill up. It's called hilling up. When you grow potatoes, you hill up. But that's with indeterminate, which means they grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And the tubers underneath will grow out at all the different levels as you bury them. So you keep on putting more soil as the plant grows. So now I know. And I'm going to plant half of each and see how I do. So these have been sitting in a cool, dry place with hardly any light so that they could form all the eyes. About 10 potatoes for that. So those will go outside pretty soon. Probably in a couple weeks. It doesn't have to be very warm, the soil, to get potatoes going anyway. And I have my fabric bags outside that I'll be using again too. And in the house, besides the 7 different herb gardens, I'm going to be starting my seeds again in here. The system that I got last year. Was it last year? Or the year before? I think it was last year. These worked great. So it's 3 parts. So I have the base, which I'm sure these are going to last for a very long time because they're very, very well made. And even though it's plastic, definitely we'll get a lot of use out of them. And they have a lot of ridges here on the base because inside it allows for circulation from air and for the drainage of the excess water. And then these are the cells that you fill with dirt. And they have holes at the bottom, so they also drain excess water. They're nice and deep, so the roots can really spread. It fits in just very simply. But I like the way these are made. It's very thoughtful. It has a little space where you can get a hold of the tray to take it out if you are ready to transplant or you want to drain out some water. And then you fill them all with dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And this year I'm going to make a promise to myself. I'm going to start with just a few of a lot of different things. And when they get big enough to put out into the fabric bags, or maybe into the garden if they're hardy things, once I transplant, then I'll plant more. I want to do succession garden. I didn't really succeed at that last year. So the last part of this setup is this. And kind of all stick together. We have these good covers, humidity covers, especially when you're just planting the seeds. You want to trap that moisture inside. And it has a little cap that has to be snapped into place. So dirty. Has a little tab on there that pokes through. And then you can close the holes, make them larger or smaller. So you can adjust the amount of humidity that stays in the plant. And it fits over very nicely. And it actually sits down on like a little ledge right there. So it doesn't move around. It's very well made, well designed. And I have how many of those? I don't know. I have probably 20 maybe, with 12 in each. So that's going to be quite a lot of seeds that I can start. These are mostly going to be for outside, direct into the soil. I'm going to try these again too. This is the blue pea vine flower, the butterfly pea flower that you can make tea from, and it's a blue tea. But it's a very pretty flower, and it attracts pollinators too. But I think they're hard to start from seed, but I'll give it a shot again. And I got more blue sage. Blue sage is so beautiful, and it does well in the desert. Vibrant blue-violet flower spikes, a very deep, brilliant blue, almost iridescent. Plant in pockets to accent a mixed border or mass for a spectacular effect. Will blossom for up to 2 months if old flower spikes are removed. I only had a little bit left, so I got another package. And these I've used most of them already outside, and they grew really well last year in my front flower beds. Marigold seed mix. This is the pom-pom style. I don't know what they call it. And this is a different variety. It used to say on here, this is Sparky French. Sparky French. And I can't tell. Oh, Hawaiian Cracker Jack. Hawaiian Cracker Jack. And then also in the same family, but different flower, Calendula. I only have a few of those seeds left, but I think I have some in another package that I'm getting soon. And we have some nasturtium seeds in another batch of seeds. And they are reseeding themselves from last year. We had quite a few, but this is a different variety. This one is Cherry Rose. Isn't it pretty? Cherry Rose. So those are for outside planting. And look, after all the stuff that this poor gardenia went through with the cats eating all the leaves, I only had basically sticks left, but I just kept it evenly watered with bright light all winter, and it's all coming back. I'm so happy. I don't know if it'll ever bloom again, but I think the cats have lost interest, so I might end up with a gardenia plant. I have to have some stone energy, some nature energy. Beautiful green fuchsite. So pretty. It just gives me the shivers. It's just the most grounding, connected feeling. Love that one. And a big piece of clear quartz. I use this one a lot. I do a lot of house blessing with it, grid work, support. It's such a beautiful friend. And I owe you a nice bath, and some sunshine. Here's a piece of shungite. Just because. Oh, some tools, marker, and all my little sticks. I can still reuse a bunch of those. I have some more tags coming that supposedly are waterproof, because I haven't found anything yet that lasts the whole season. As they get wet and these disintegrate and break. The wooden tongue depressors. You can still read them, but they eventually fade. So the ones I get are supposed to be better. We'll see. And these are some extra seeds that I already had. I might use again. But this year, I got a new blend. This one's called the Homesteader. And this has 50 heirloom seed packets. So I got this one. It's the same company. I've gotten their survival garden seeds for a few years in a row, and they're really good. It's a small company, so I like to support them. They have a lot of different packages of blends and varieties and things. This one, reusable package can be saved to store seeds for future harvests, from future harvests, so you can continue saving, or you can just package these and they're stored properly. They'll remain viable for 3 to 8 years. That's why I like this company, because I have used them. I've continued to use them for a few years, and they've all germinated very well. But this was a nice mix because it had a lot of things that weren't in the other blends that I wanted to try. I don't know if other gardeners have this habit, but I love to go through my seed packages, and I rearrange them, and arrange them, and rearrange them, and arrange them, and separate them, and categorize them, and think about them. And then finally it's like, I think I have it down. So these, in this clip, are ones that I can start in the house. A lot of them are herbs. I have dill, basil, parsley, garlic chives, and then lots of different types of lettuce, spinach, kale, tatsoi, Swiss chard. So those can go in the window boxes. And then I have some that I want to start in the seed trays. So I have Japanese hull-less popcorn. Popcorn. That'd be fun. Grow some popcorn. And got some golden bantam sweet corn. And then some other things to start inside as well. Cherry tomatoes, red brandywine tomatoes. That's a new one for me. Beautiful heirloom tomatoes. And some royal burgundy bush beans. I want to start beans and peas right now and get them outside as soon as I can, because they can handle the cool weather. And look at this. This is a bell pepper. It's called chocolate beauty pepper. Royal burgundy, and cayenne pepper, and beans, and peas. Sugar snap peas. And then there's a pollinator mix. I wanted to actually put some of these in amongst a few of the planters outside where I'm going to have vegetables. I can attract the pollinators to the veggies. And then Shasta daisy and sunflowers. Actually, these can go here because I'm going to put those outside. I might start a few in here. And that's that package. So you see, I just rearranged again. Arrange, and then I rearrange, and then I arrange, and then I rearrange. Pollinators can be here. And the other small grouping that I have is here, and these are going to be started indoors as well. So I have California Wonder, bell pepper, Roma tomato, artichokes, cabbage, broccoli. I have two kinds of cabbage because I do like red cabbage a lot. Broccoli, Marconi red pepper, sweet banana pepper. I didn't have too much luck with those last year, but I'll try again. Broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower. Some of them are open packages from last year, but I'll start some from the fresh package as well. So these are the ones that I'm going to be working with first, because they are either going to take longer before I can put them outside, or they can be transplanted pretty early in the spring. I don't have to wait till the heat of summer. I waited too long last year for peas and beans, and like cilantro and spinach and things that don't like the heat. So this year I'm starting earlier with those. I have some more herbs somewhere. And then later in the season I'll be doing some of these. I could do black-eyed peas too. Cucumber, leeks, honey rock melon. Yummy, yummy. We did great with melon last year. We had cantaloupe and honeydew and watermelon. And here's mustard green, okra, Brussels sprouts. I know a lot of people don't like these veggies, but I really like them in small quantities, and especially homegrown. Some onions, and some more onions, some white onions, some beets. Look at these, aren't these pretty? Watermelon radish. Aren't they beautiful? Yeah, I'm going to try a few new things this year. Jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. Jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern. We did do pretty well with watermelons and pumpkins and squash. Some celery. Carrots. Carrots I have to get in early too, but it has to go directly in the ground. Look at these. Summer squash, white scallop. I've seen those green before, but I've never seen them white. That's interesting. Watermelon. I think this might be my favorite. I hope they do well. Look at this. Moon and stars. Moon and stars. Can you see it? It's got little speckles all over it. Like little stars. Looks like a giant moon. Let's see what it says. Moon and Stars is named for its unusual coloration, a dark green skin marked with a galaxy of yellow stars and moons. This super sweet watermelon has crisp red flesh and a thick rind. Medium large fruits average 15 to 20 pounds. Ooh boy. Yeah, once the soil reaches 70 degrees, so directly outside in hills, 6 feet apart, allow plenty of room for the vines to spread. And cool climates start indoors. Oh, that's okay. I can't wait. And soybeans. Whoops. Soybeans. How about this? Now, I have tasted one, but I've never grown them. Have you seen that before? Lemon cucumber. Lemon cucumber. The lemon cucumber may be round and yellow, but it is definitely a cucumber. Its mild and sweet flavor, without the typical cucumber bitterness, makes it a perfect slicing cucumber. Has a greater tolerance to cool temperatures. Okay, so this one may go to that pile. Gotta rearrange. Winter squash, spaghetti squash. This is one of my favorites. I haven't grown it before, but I love to make dishes with it. Kohlrabi. Not a big fan of kohlrabi. I don't know if I'll grow it or not. Some more radishes. There's a turnip, purple top turnip. These are so pretty. Sometimes I try to grow things just to see how they grow, because I've never done it before. There's a different zucchini called gray zucchini. I guess it's just like a regular zucchini, but it's like a very pale color. Let's see what it says. Gray zucchini is a bush variety that produces heavy yields of smooth straight squash with mottled gray skin. Looks green. It widely adapted across North America and is especially favored by gardeners in hot, arid climates due to its heat-loving nature. Oh, perfect. We're going to be overrun. Anybody want to put an order in for gray zucchini? I think we're going to have a lot. Here's a gourd. Gourd. It's called a dipper gourd. I've never grown anything like this before. It says, dipper gourds grow up to 2 inches long and 5 inches around at the dipper or bulbous portion of the gourd. Once dried and cut to shape, they have many practical uses. So I thought I'd make a little set of spoons. Maybe. And look at this eggplant, snowy eggplant. It says snowy eggplant produces firm textured, meaty fruits and with white skin that reach about 8 inches at maturity. The eggplants hold up well to cooking and are deliciously sweet without bitterness. The upright bushes do not require staking. Yeah, thought I'd try things out of the ordinary. This one's got to take the cake. Watch this. Ready? What do you think of that? Have you ever seen a ghost pumpkin? I can't wait to see if I can grow these. Casper pumpkin, not ghost pumpkin. Same thing, huh? Does everybody know what Casper is? Casper, the friendly ghost. Casper pumpkin is a holiday favorite for carving or painting thanks to its ghostly white skin. The 8 to 12 inch pumpkins weigh in at about 10 to 20 pounds and have thick orange flesh that is sweet and tasty for baking. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the first sprouts, the first transplants, the first successful rows of plants and flowers. We're putting together a really nice combination of herbs, flowers, and veggies. Edible flowers, of course. I have a few things that wintered over, but other than that, it's a naked little garden, but it's looking very inviting, and I can't wait to get out there. I hope that you're planting a garden, or even just a little window box with some herbs. I really miss cooking with really fresh vegetables and ingredients, because lately the store has been a very disappointing encounter, and I keep missing the farmers markets, but I do need to get some local grown, nice organic veggies, and the best way to do it is to grow it myself, so here we go. Stay tuned. Well, it's already starting to get dark out, so I better get going. Go feed all the critters. Settle down for the night. It was a good day. So hopefully you'll see a cooking video from me soon. I'm definitely looking forward to making it. And after that, maybe just some regular trigger videos. And I do have the table set up with some crystals to do a little bit of a crystal healing work video. Waiting for that download of that inspiration and what direction to take, and it's coming. It's almost there. Can't resist the table. Alright, you be good, okay? Get some rest. Don't stay up too late. Start thinking about gardening. Just take some seeds, get a bucket of dirt, put it in there, and give it love and water. See if you can grow a little tomato plant. If you get confident, who knows? You might have more and more every year like I do. And if you fail, it's okay. We all do occasionally. But it's fun to try. And it's amazing when it works. It's really an amazing feeling to grow food. It really is. It's a miracle. Alright. I'll be back soon.